Hi, Spout Loreans. Abdul here with a quick pre-show announcement. If you haven't heard, this coming Monday, August 26th, is the day that we will be launching the first season of our bonus show, Mallbrats, on a brand new public feed with newly scored and remastered episodes. Launch week is going to be pretty huge, with a brand new episode dropping every day. And we're also doing a collab with our friend, the incredibly talented artist, Casey Golden, where she'll be drawing the Cool Treat Kids in her own amazing style. Launch weeks are hugely important for new shows, so we're asking all our listeners to please go and subscribe to the new feed, which is live right now. And when that first episode drops, listen, rate, review, all that good stuff. We genuinely love this show so much, and we think you'll love it too. We're also going to be doing a bunch of launch week giveaways for listeners of the new show, where we'll be giving away custom Spout Lore merch packages from our friends at Fantasy by Numbers, with amazing pins and ornaments and coasters, all with custom Spout Lore art on them. And also, one lucky listener will win the one-of-a-kind Cool Treat Kids character art that Casey is creating. If you'd like to enter to win Casey's gorgeous artwork or any of the amazing merch packages that we're giving away, all you have to do is click the link in the show notes and head over to the new feed and subscribe. Then, when the first episode drops on Monday, rate and review 5 stars or more, and make sure you sign the review with your Discord or social handle so we can find you to give you your amazing Spout Lore memorabilia. From everyone here at Spout Lore, thank you so much. We hope you like the new show.
If you like Spout Lore and you want Spout more of it, go to patreon.com/spoutlore for exclusive bonus content, bonus games, exclusive merchandise, and more.
Gather round, friends, let me tell you a tale of 3 heroes, noble and bold. A brute, a druid, and a thief who is but 9 years old. You know them by name, you know them by deed. Their quests are famously daring. So here I sit, singing to you an adventure that is worth sharing.
Tuck is the brute, he knows not his home, he loves to sing and fight. Thing is half elf, he shifts his shape and wields a spear with great might.
Billy's a thief, his tiny size does mask the largest heart. Best and brightest they may not be, but their friendship outweighs their smarts. So gather round, friends, and listen close, for the tale's about to start.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spout Lore. I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me, as always, playing Tacoma Dome the Barbarian, Abdul Aziz.
Hello, everybody.
Playing Ving, the half-elf druid, Paul Oppers.
Hello there.
Playing Fat Billy, the halfling thief, Jessica Tai.
Hi, everyone.
When last we left our heroes, they arrived at the trek stop deep in the ice road route of the frozen north after finding, thanks to the help of Pantera, the blood debt owing snow leopard, a wanted poster featuring our dear friend Ving.
Looks nothing like me.
A very offensive rendition that makes him look like an absolute beast, but still noticeably Ving. Determined, nonetheless, to take refuge at this trek stop, they disguised Ving as an ice road trekker, shaving his head and using the hair to give him a handlebar mustache, I think.
Yeah.
Handlebar mustache and a mullet.
And a mullet.
Under a hat.
Yeah.
Was there chops coming out of nowhere?
I mean, we could just say that now.
There was chops coming out of nowhere.
Yeah. Like not connected to the mullet. Like there's it's shaved between the top of the mullet and the chops.
Yeah.
And then the chops and then a mustache.
Awful.
Not one unified hairstyle on the entire head. They went to the diner in the trek stop featuring all-day breakfast and took a spot in a booth to plan their next move, meeting aggressive yet not realizing it's off-putting diner waitress Becky.
She was just reading the game. Like she just got a copy of the game.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
she saw Tuck and was like, I'm going to neg the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
He's going to find me irresistible.
Yeah, my feelings are for sure hurt by
Yeah.
everything she said.
Abdul's feelings are hurt.
Cops came into the diner, took notice of the party sitting at their booth. Tuck accidentally drew the attention of one of them.
I think we're so excited about all day breakfast, we forgot we went there to make a plan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that might have been it. Yeah. We later on learned that Billy and or Jessica misunderstood all day breakfast to mean all you can eat breakfast.
Which absolutely I misunderstood personally.
Very reasonable.
Yeah.
Ordering basically 15 times the amount of food of anyone else at the table. Tuck drew the attention of one of the cops who came over and asked what was going on, what your business was. And then they both left. Tuck talked to a woman at the bar trying to get an idea of your plan. I remember now was in an attempt to learn more about Addernack Allwater was to just ask any one person you saw that looked like they might be intelligent.
So she was reading. So we're like, this person definitely knows about wizards.
She knows about our quest specifically.
Bothered a bunch of nerds that day.
Yeah. Tuck approached her and scared her off, accidentally losing the weather book that he brought with him to seem smart as well.
Mm-hmm.
Billy snuck out after her.
Yes.
And saw that she was informing the cops, preparing to enter the diner and apprehend you all. Billy returned to the table and told everybody what was going on, and they made a plan to escape out the back door thanks to the help of Billy's new friend, diner cook and former inmate Oleg, who bestowed upon Billy a vial of his mother's prized cinnamon.
I'm going to miss Oleg.
I mean, maybe we'll see him again someday.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to come back in the end game. The final battle.
Oh, I knew it.
On your left.
I actually need that cinnamon back.
Okay, bye.
Okay, Oleg, go now.
This huge guy, you can really help us out.
And at that moment, the cops stormed the place. Ving threw a jar full of gunpowder into a fireplace, creating a smoke bomb of magnificent proportions. You escaped out the back, Oleg throwing you into the back of a moving ice trek that was on its way out the door, and you all escaped. Ving calling the storm around you to pick up speed and also obscure your trail, receiving, thanks to his connection to the spiritual realm and the elements, a vision of a great battle taking place in the skies high above, Cloud Piercer, the Thunderbird, nearby and in pain.
Oh.
And that is where we find our heroes now. Does Ving do anything immediately about the vision?
He yells out, Cloud Piercer.
What?
I stick my head out the window.
The clouds have kind of come in, so you can't really see much. Yeah, it's windy,
Do I see
shitty.
lightning? Do I hear thunder?
Yes, you hear thunder in the wind.
In what direction?
The sky.
What?
wait.
Which way?
Are we heading?
I do mean it in that it is above. Like, it
Oh.
seems like it's rolling out from everywhere.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Is there like weather above us that looks like stormy at all?
Ving kind of called up a storm to obscure you.
I was
So
thinking-
you are, it was pretty snowy and blustery already. And now it's even more so. And the truck is rumbling as you're pulling out onto the ice road. There are dogs as far as the eye can see back here. The dog team has been pulled in because it was already pretty windy, and they're just like,
Aw.
Hello, friend. I am Ving.
"Hi, I'm your friend." And he holds out his little paw.
What a good boy.
"Welcome to the truck. My name's Balto. I guess I'm kind of the leader around here.
That's great. Anything we can do for you? Do you guys need anything from us?
You could just pet me, scratch my head."
You got it, Balto.
"Oh yeah, this is great. Hey guys, we got some friends back here." And you're like, "Oh my God, hi! What's going on?"
Just a pile of dogs now.
They're all over me, licking my face and stuff.
Mhm.
This is great.
Perel's kind of like standing up. He's got his hand out and he's like lifting up one leg as the dog gets closer to him.
He's scared.
"Hi, hello."
Prel, do you not like dogs?
"No, I like them fine. They're just these ones are big. You just stay down there, buddy. Stay down there."
And then Tuck's on the ground and he's like underneath one that's huge and he's scratching it on either side. He's like, just scratch them like this and they'll be fine.
"No, that's fine. That's okay. You can just stay back a little bit." And Maggie is sitting on the ground and she's got one laying across her lap.
Ving and Balto are laughing their butts off.
Oh, so and I rolled in it, and it turned out it was my own shit. Oh man,
Classic.
You know,
Classic.
that's what happens out here on the ice road.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're a good boy. What's the driver's name?
He's never told me his name.
Gotcha.
No clue. Dog only knows its own name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Dog knows Balto, other dogs,
Yeah.
And then food person.
Food guy. Yeah. He thinks the guy's name is Come Here Boy.
Wait, can you ask him where we're going?
Yeah, where are we going? Where's this truck headed?
Oh, we're going to the place with all the, you know what they're called? There's all the people.
The city?
Yeah. It's gonna be a while, but that's where we're going eventually.
Is there buildings made of ice?
I was thinking about this earlier.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about the frozen north culturally.
We're going to Sheer City?
So we're going to Sheer City or
Okay.
Old Sheer, probably Sheer City.
If it's a city, yeah.
But we don't know anything about the culture. We don't know what the government's like.
Yeah.
Is the frozen north like attached to the principalities? Is it separate from the principality? I assume it's separate,
Me too.
but I don't. Is it city states? Is there nationhood up here?
There seems to be nationhood, doesn't there?
Yeah. So Sheer City sounds like it's probably, if not the capital, a big city.
It's a pretty big city,
on
right?
the coast.
Yeah.
Can we do a thing where we each say a thing that our characters have heard about Sheer City?
I would love that. Starting with
What we know about it so far
That's what I want to know.
is that Old Sheer was the first city or settlement when people came over from Hibernia, I think, and some of them settled there. And it was like one of the first communities on this continent, theoretically.
Yeah, that makes sense. It was probably maybe not on the continent, but definitely in the north.
Yeah,
It was one of the bigger, because we don't know anything about the indigenous people of the continent.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So like, how long have people been here? Are these the people that were here like originally? Like,
Well, what do we know of the Winter War? Like, what were the people that were there? Because it was the people
Elves.
from the elves.
and fairies. That's who took part in the Winter War. Were the elves, the dark elves, and the fairies.
And it feels like a lot of people got pulled into it.
I think so too. I was thinking of like how the North, like Sheer City, had a lot of military ground because of its advantage from the shore, and they're also trying to secure passages to other parts of the country. So it is like in a Northwest Passage sort of thing.
Yeah.
How a lot of the our Arctic, has been settled by military, and that's a lot of the infrastructure there is based on some sort of militant occupation, or so maybe it's hangovers from the Winter War or other wars. Like there's a bit of a colonial, military establishment here.
Okay.
Yeah, we did establish that Old Sheer was like kind of just like end of the roaders, and then the government reestablished the city further south in a place that is the Navy could, like in a bay kind of, that the Navy could like live in, and then it kind of became a military town, sort of like Victoria.
And is that that's Sheer City?
That's
then?
Sheer City.
That makes a lot of sense,
And
actually.
Old Sheer is some of the original ones.
Yeah.
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 Which would make sense, like the way you described it originally, like their little houses and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Old Sheer, we said, was a lot of people who refused to move to Sheer City.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like they're anti-established. So it ended up being
Anti-war, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is giving me a picture of what the North is like. It sounds like it's a very militant place.
Yeah.
Like it's a country that is like, we have a powerful navy and we control the upper part of the world.
But I like the thought that this military culture doesn't get through the forest. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really
totally,
affect the elves at all.
Yeah.
The elves are more powerful than that.
Mm-hmm.
So the Great Forest and the Boreal Reach is its own kingdom and territory.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And then Frozen North is separate from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Because that's kind of cool. Like Sheer City is the hub of like the military.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then there's like all that frozen area that's sort of like,
No man's land.
yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like Alaska then?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's like maybe it is an outpost of the principalities.
But maybe
That's
they
what I'm thinking.
seceded.
Yeah.
So that, like it was originally a territory of the principalities, and then they declared independence.
So cool.
And there was wars.
Yeah. And that's why they have such a strong military.
Hmm.
What makes their navy especially so potent?
Their ability to travel and like navigate the ice fields and bergs and everything.
Cool. I like it.
They have ships that are like, they can like camouflage with the ice sort of thing. They hide out.
They can go further north than anyone because they have like icebreaker ships.
I was just thinking icebreakers. They
Yeah.
probably have some sort of thing in the front.
Very cool.
And they can maybe sometimes go up, like if it's a huge glacier field, they can like get up on skis or like,
Oh, like
we have a lot of,
amphibious?
Yeah.
they're slightly amphibious because you can put them up,
Cool.
pull them across. They grew out of the Winter War a little bit.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That some of their weapons were used like the military breeds necessity sort of thing.
Mhm.
I was thinking that about the shipbreakers, that it was like an engine on the front of it that was powered by magic, and there was a ton of advancement.
Yeah, there was a ton of advancement, and then that really makes sense about, we're talking about how magic is used, whereas the spirit energy is about taking part of.
Yeah, totally. So in the absence of magic, they were probably forced to industrialize, basically, like find ways to replace that energy.
Yeah.
Oh, like you mean after the wizards left?
Yeah.
Because
Exodus.
part of their like military industry was powered by magical artifacts.
The mechanism era.
I'm imagining like cold, snowy, icy cities, but with like belching smokestacks and like, slamming machines and that kind of stuff. But
rocks covered in ice.
Yeah.
Things covered in ice, like ice is mortar.
Oh,
and different
interesting.
things. And like some of the old buildings.
That makes sense.
Permafrost
like,
buildings.
Using like water as like the heat source, like
because there's magic in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's easy to use magic to heat the water and just use like steam power and stuff like that.
Oh, that would be so cool. As like one of the discoveries that they made during the war, where they were like a wizard is just like, there's magic in all the water.
Yeah.
And if you like attach these like contacts to it and run a specific current or something, the water will just start generating heat on its own.
Yeah, so maybe this was a big place for like regular people, non-wizards, figuring out how to utilize magic for advancements.
Yeah, like after the wizards left, maybe this is where like all the arcanics like came from.
They have active industry?
I guess so. Maybe not on a massive scale, because
Yeah.
Perel was very surprised to learn that the guy with the goggles.
What if
Could
they
do it.
were like secret?
I think that's what I think it is. Yeah.
Because they can't be above. They can't be above ground. So
Yeah.
it's a secret.
No, you can't, because like the whole principalities is like fuck no magic, and then probably Sheer City is they probably just don't want to like tick them off. Like they have military.
I
Folks.
like that some arcanic magic like amazing old wizard type people live in Old Sheer. That's part of it too.
Probably.
Maybe that's why they seceded. Because the Exodus was happening, and then the Exodus happened, and then people cracked down
Right.
on magic, and then they were just like, we still have a bunch of magic users here. We need to secede and kind of erase, because it's like they're so isolated, so people don't really know what's happening up there.
Yeah, they don't even question. They don't ask. They don't go up there.
Because they're also scary. They're militarized. They're like America, basically.
Okay, so we have a better idea of what the North is about.
Mhm.
Weird, isolationist, magical mechanics,
Yeah.
secretive, kind of advanced machinery, electric lights, probably.
Yeah.
Well, either way, you're in the back of a truck
With a bunch of dogs.
with a bunch of dogs.
How can we find out who the driver is? Can we see this person?
I mean, Billy could always try and crawl through to the front if he
Yeah,
wanted
I
to.
do.
So at the back, there's like that's where all the cargo is.
Yeah.
And then it goes up to like a hatch, basically, that the driver can pop open to like see how his dogs are doing.
I just want to get a glimpse of this driver.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll.
I guess discern realities.
Yeah.
Does it go dogs, cabin, cab?
I mean, it kind of goes like dogs, cargo, and then cabin, and then driver.
Oh, so you have to climb back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to actually climb like through the back of the truck, like the
Oh.
cargo, into the cabin to see this guy.
Am I risking falling into the ice?
Just roll it.
Who
2d6
cares?
plus wisdom.
Jump in.
Yeah. 9.
9. So you get one question off the list.
I would like to know what here is useful or valuable to me.
Yeah, you pop open the little hatch in the cargo area, and then you hop over to the little sill of the hatch in the back of the cabin. Open that up, and there's music playing on a music bottle.
Oh, nice.
And it's
What
just
kind
like,
of music is
it
it?
sounds like the fantasy version of like Creedence Clearwater Revival. Like it's like, I feel a bare moon rising.
So Pete Seeger solo.
Yeah. It's just like dad music.
Yeah.
This is how you remind me of what I really am.
All right, no, change my mind. It's
Okay.
newer dad music.
Nice.
Yeah.
Vindicated.
I am selfish.
Okay,
I'm wrong.
we're going even younger.
Oh,
So
no,
now-
this is just how many songs I've been like vibing out for.
yeah.
Somebody I used to know.
Yeah.
So he's listening to Sirius XM Alt 18 countdown.
Billy's been sitting back there for like 30 minutes spying, and he's just like, "This is great. He's got great taste in music."
Yeah. So tell me about this driver. Are we thinking like older, drinking whiskey out of a flask, gruff dude? Or are we talking young, slamming Monster energy drinks, trying to pay for school,
Writing a novel, a series of novels.
I really like older, but we haven't had like a young sort of driver.
Mm-hmm.
They've all been kind of gruff dads, so I kind of want to go for the younger dude who's like in his like early 20s, slamming energy drinks.
Yeah.
Probably recently broke up with someone, which is why he's listening to like basically Nickelback and stuff like that.
Or he's about to break up with someone.
Who knows?
Like he's trying to break up with
He's
the person.
He's trying to run through all the scenarios.
You can't
while
take
he's
this anymore, man. Like you can't just sort of keep walking all over you. Like you gotta get in there and you gotta say no more.
Yeah.
Also, I'm on the ice road like 6 weeks out of 2 months. Why did I do it like that?
It's so hard because when I get home, I need to break up with her, but I'm so horny.
So we have sex, and then
I like her again.
and then I'm gone. I don't have time to hate her.
No, actually, you know what? Like they have a weird up and down relationship, and his 6 weeks on the road is him working through all of their arguments together until like working on himself.
And then he gets home and he's like, "I love you."
I love you, babe. I'm sorry I said that.
That's great.
He has a crate full of
Tapes.
like therapy bottles or like self-help
Yes.
bottles. Yeah.
He also eats like tons of chips from the restaurant Oleg works at. He also goes, like, he and Oleg are friends, and he asks Oleg for a ton of relationship advice.
And Oleg, he actually got certified as a counselor in prison.
Yeah.
So he's like actually really nice to talk to.
That's great.
Yeah.
Because he's had a string of terrible relationships. So he's like, yeah, maybe I can help other if I cannot help Oleg.
It is not toxic masculinity to do therapy and highs. Very good.
Yes. And yeah, so there's this kid, he's sitting up there, early 20s. What does he look like?
He's so buff.
Okay. All right, lay out how attractive you think this guy is.
Characters are always
I know,
super
I'm
hot.
sorry. No, this is my fault. Okay, he has to lift all the cargo. Like, he can't afford to like hire another guy just to sit back there. So he's got to unload and load up all the cargo himself. And sometimes he's got to, like, if there's big chunks of ice on the road, he's got to like push that off and cut up a bunch of stuff with an axe. I don't know what people do up in the north.
With a big pick.
Yeah.
Seems sticking a pick in and like dragging.
He looks like what's that character from Frozen? Kristoff?
Oh yeah. The elk guy, the caribou
elk
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's blonde. Sense. He's pretty like thick guy.
Yeah, he's a thick boy.
Big furs.
Yeah.
So he's a human.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So he's just sitting there. He's slamming chips.
Yeah.
Crushing energy drinks, which I mean, Billy would notice this. He's drinking out of carbonated cans. Like he's popping a tab on a carbonated can.
Whoa. Arcanic.
Yeah. And drinking it. And
I've
he's
never
just
seen
like
that.
fucking rocking out to his music bottle, thinking about the fantasy novels that he's working on.
Which are set in our world.
All right, 6 friends live in New York City.
So okay, and so Daniel is good. He's got his boss asks if he could talk to him, and Daniel's like, "Oh no, now it's going to happen. I'm going to get fired for sure."
His friend got it too. He's like, "Man, you got to stop making up these ridiculous sounding names. New York City? Are you kidding me,
Daniel?
What the fuck even is a graphic designer, dude?
Yeah, you can't just make shit up. It's not believable."
So is Billy just going to report back, or is he going to try and talk to this guy?
I think I'd like to talk. Wait, what should I do?
I thought
That's
Billy.
second one for sure.
For sure. Okay, I'll try to talk to him.
I thought you were gonna try and take some of his chips.
It's not a bad idea. I think this is why Billy's been up there for so long, because he doesn't know how to introduce all of us. He's like, should we all come up here? And he's like, no, that might scare him.
He's taking so much responsibility because we were just like, go check out what's going on, and then come. But we didn't tell you to come back.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm stressing out. I'm like, but if it's just me and I disappear, there's going to be no one left to tell them what I saw.
I mean, I feel like once Billy saw this guy, he would have been like, okay, I'm not in danger at all.
He doesn't know.
True.
But probably.
He's looking all around the cab for his like hidden weapons.
Yeah,
Maybe
exactly.
he's a murderer.
It's like
He
stickers
sees
like
the ice pick and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and the axes.
in his rearview mirror. It's like be a better person. Like
Right.
these three affirmations
There's-
written everywhere.
There's a lot of like conflicting information.
Yeah.
But the most important thing is that bag of Doritos.
Oh, absolutely. He's got so many bags of Doritos.
Cold Ranch.
I love the idea of the conflicting information. Billy looking around the cab. Cut to a pickaxe with
Yeah.
a wicked blade. Cut to be a better person on the mirror.
Cut to angry music. Cut to
Self-help bottle.
yeah. Cut to the axe, and then bloody meat. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's for later.
yeah.
It's for the dogs.
he's cutting up like raw meat for the dogs in the back.
Yeah, and he's like, "Ooh." But cut to the chips.
Yeah.
So Billy's like, "I'm gonna go for the food first
Mhm.
because, at worst, if I get kicked out, at least I ate something."
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
At least I have 2 chips worth of calories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I like to secretly get to the open bag of chips.
Yeah. 2d6 plus dexterity.
Okay.
And it's a crinkly fucking bag.
It's so crinkly.
Oh my god.
8
Okay. It is a crinkly bag.
is for
Billy's seen a crinkly bag before, so he knows that if he goes for these chips, the guy's going to become aware of you right away. You can either avoid his attention by not stealing a chip, but if you steal a chip, he is going to become aware of you.
fuck. Okay,
I mean, do you have a fairy child? You could always charm him for
I
a
don't
while.
want to charm him. I
No.
want to be my authentic self.
Uh-huh.
You were about to charm him, then you saw aphorism written on an air freshener that said, be your authentic self.
Yeah. Billy's been sitting here for long enough that he transitioned to the bottles, and he's like listening to all this therapy now. Like, yeah, I should just be the real me.
So I've already crawled into like the driver part of the cabin.
So you're sitting next to him,
Yeah,
and he
hasn't
doesn't.
seen me yet. And I'm looking at the chips. I'm like, he's gonna hear me. So I just ask, "Excuse me."
Immediately starts
Fishtailing in the back.
Cut to the back
Yeah.
and
In the
we're
back.
bouncing.
dogs everywhere.
Bing, bouncing. Oh my god.
And you guys get slammed around.
Yeah.
The cargo's secure, so it doesn't move.
There's definitely food up there, I say to Doug.
He's saying this to me as I'm being dragged out the back because I fell and grabbed a net.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Maggie has her arms and legs braced and her core absolutely solid flexed, not moving.
I didn't grab a net. I grabbed her cloak.
I have a huge armful. I have 5-6 giant dogs. I'm trying
You're
to keep
saving the dog.
I'm keeping them in the middle because they're bouncing around.
And Perel is slamming around like a foosball.
You're on your own.
Oh my
ping,
god.
ping, ping, ping.
And eventually the truck comes to a screeching, well, I mean, it's a ski, but it comes to a skiing halt. And the guy starts opening the door and crawling out. He's like,
No.
what the fuck? Who
No,
are you?
wait.
Oh my god, how'd you get in here?
Oleg let us up.
Oleg, how do I know that you did not take the life of my dear Oleg?
Look at this bottle of cinnamon that Oleg gave to me. From his own decision making.
Fear not, young boy. I know that if you bear the cinnamon.
And then he
He reaches into his shirt and pulls out another vial of cinnamon.
This is great.
It means that I can trust you because Oleg trusts you with his cinnamon.
and then they touch and
yeah.
it makes a heart.
It makes a ringing crystal.
Yeah.
Cling, ding, 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 ding.
Wow. So we are brothers for life.
We are cinnamon bros.
Also,
Yeah.
I like the Billy's like, I thought I had the only cinnamon.
Yeah, he's a little like,
So we're cinnamon bros then.
yeah. Yeah, Oleg said you could give us a ride up to the north.
Sheer City?
Yep.
All right, that's fine.
Okay, so just to be clear, it's not just me. I have a few friends in the back.
Oh,
No, we're keeping the dogs entertained.
okay.
It's my friends Ving and Tuck and Perel and Maggie.
For any more people back there I should be aware of?
Are there any more people? No, that's it. There
Like,
are only 4 to 5 of us.
I gotta say, I'm not super jacked about this because you might not know the ice road's a dangerous place. I gotta be really careful with my poundage.
For sure.
All right, fine. But if we cross a bridge, you all gotta get out.
Aww.
No, but then you can get back in on the other side of the bridge, probably.
Okay.
It is a treacherous road, my bro.
I've heard.
And it is 2 days probably to Sheer City on a good day.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can tell, we don't have a soundscape in this podcast, but it's windy as fuck right now.
For sure. Oh, yeah. It's really blustery out there.
Yeah. So he hops back in. He closes the door, blocks out the wind. I'm Trevor. My bros call me Trev.
Nice to meet you, Trevor.
No. And he holds up the cinnamon. You call me Trev.
Trev. Nice. My name's Fat Billy, but my bros call me Billy.
Nice. I will call you Billy then.
Yeah.
You're welcome to sit up here with me if you want, or go back there. Do you need anything from me?
Yeah. Could I have a handful of chips?
Yeah, sure. Sure,
Thank
bro.
you.
You want a what do they call Monster energy drinks?
A cold pop.
You want a cold pop?
Yeah, I want a cold pop.
Some ice cold pop. And he reaches down through the floor to a rack of drinks that's hanging out in the open ice.
So cool.
And he pulls one out, and it's a tall boy can, so it's almost as tall as Billy.
So I have to hold it with both hands. So I put the chips in my pouch.
Uh-huh. Of
I
course.
say, I'm going to go back to my friends for now and let them know what I've learned.
And then you hear,
Oh,
Yeah. Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's up?
they're like, hey, we just wanted to make sure Billy was okay.
You okay, Billy?
He's talking to you through the hatch in the back.
and I've climbed up on the can. I'm trying to open it.
Climbed up on the can.
Nice.
Trying to rip it open with both hands.
Ving's got his head at the passenger side window. He went outside and went around.
Get in. And he opens the door, and it's like, get in here. Have you ever been in the North before?
Have I ever been in the North? Look at I'm wearing no shirt. I took my shirt off to show you how much I'm in the North.
That makes me think you haven't been in the North before.
And Tuck is like, I also don't have a shirt on. And he's talking through the little hatch in the back of the thing. And then he
his beard sticking up under.
And then he moves his body and then presses a nipple against it.
No shirt.
Oh my God.
Nothing. Just this kimono and my loin guard. And then he pulls up and presses it.
Come on. Get that thing out of my window.
It's a loin guard.
Okay. Yeah. The little Billy explained the situation to me.
Where are you headed?
Sheer City.
Perfect.
Everything's good. Close it. Get in the truck. Close a fucking door.
I'm in. Hey, what's all these tapes for?
Why'd you come up here?
What's going on here?
They're self-help tapes. I'm working on myself.
We were concerned about our kid. That's why we came here.
You're in the back, and I just saw your dick and balls.
Hey, no, it's a loin guard. I didn't show you underneath.
Well, I saw a lot of the outline, okay?
It's
just, I'm working on myself, okay?
Good for you.
Me and my girl, we got a pretty up and down kind of thing. And, I'm not going to say that she's blameless in this, but I need to work on myself. And these tapes are really helping me. I call them tapes because I had to tape the tops of the bottles shut. So they don't leak out so I can listen to them more often.
Well, if you ever want to talk, you let me know.
Yeah, Ving is a registered counselor.
I don't know you at all. I just learned.
That's perfect. I'm impartial.
That's what you want, man.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. You're right.
Okay. We'll be in the back. Thanks for driving.
Driver.
Thanks, driver.
Trevor. My last name's Driver.
Trevor Driver.
But it's, my whole my dad was a driver, my mom was a driver, and my brothers, sisters, drivers.
Your last name is Driver.
Yeah.
I knew a halfling back in the Great Forest who was a traveler. He was a driver. His name was Mini Driver.
There it is.
Wow.
I can
what
tell
a circuitous route.
I could tell by the way you were playing fast and like, I knew a halfling in the Great Forest. I was like, well, I know he knows they don't live there. Yeah. He's setting something up.
Damn it. Are you related to Mini Driver?
Yeah, that's my uncle through marriage.
Do you know a guy named Adam?
Don't you fucking say that name. Don't you fucking... Adam tried to steal my fucking girl from me.
Whoa, Adam. Hands off.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm trying to say. We have an exclusive thing going on, and Adam was like, I'm tall, and I have a oddly wide torso. And I've been in some pretty good movies and some pretty bad ones.
Adam sounds like a cousin I had. Well, not my cousin, but just a cousin.
What?
Adam sounds like a cousin I had one time.
But not my cousin.
Just a cousin.
Our cousin.
This is Billy trying to relate. He's like, yeah, I have family.
Yeah, what about Adam?
Oh, he was going after another dude's girl, and they had a big fight in the pig pen. Adam lost.
Oh no.
We don't talk about it.
You don't want to lose a fight in a pig pen.
He lost more than his pride that day.
Oh yeah. Lost his face and head and dick and balls.
Face and head and dick and balls.
Billy just heard
that order.
Yeah, face first, then head, then dick, then balls.
And then you hear and you look over and Tuck has like one of the bags of chips and he's eating it in the
Hey, did you get that out of the crate?
No, I got it from in here.
Oh, you got long arms, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty big. You haven't seen the whole of me yet.
It's going to be impressive.
It will be surprising. And just to give you a heads up, I am in a bulk face. So
I love the idea that Tuck has to caution somebody who hasn't seen his full scale. I'm really big.
So don't freak out when you see me.
You can't freak out, okay? You've just seen my face. I am monstrously huge. Okay. So I'm going to drive now. Is that okay with everybody?
That's great.
That's cool. We're going to hang out here.
We like you.
Oh my God. All right, fine. But nobody talk during my tapes, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And he reaches over and he peels back the tape on one of them and he pops it. It's like, welcome back to loving the you love to you.
You can't really edit what goes into a bottle.
Yeah.
Sean's never listened to a self-help tape.
It's all one take. You have to like put your hand over the bottle and you keep. Oh man,
that's why good songs are so well traded because they're like, that was an amazing take.
Yeah. They didn't fuck it up at all.
Yeah. Everything was in key.
And he starts heading down the road. I'd say this is an opportunity to learn things either about the state of the North or the world, really, because he's a trekker. He's probably heard some stuff about what's going on all over the place, or to learn things about the environment, which is my way of saying, if you want to spout lore or discern realities, now is the time.
Hey, what have you learned about, what are these posters for? Have you heard anything about this? Look at this. I have one of my wanted posters.
But he's still in disguise.
Oh, right.
You know what? Now that I'm looking at this poster, the general shape of your face is very similar to the shape of this guy's face.
This is me.
What the fuck?
What?
What do you mean?
This is me.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm wanted.
What do you mean?
Where have you seen these?
Roll a 2d6 plus charisma.
Oh, God.
Billy stopped mid-pop. Like,
yeah, and Tuck stopped mid-crunch.
10.
Holy shit. Good job.
He reaches into his shirt and pulls out a little vial of cinnamon on a chain. And he goes, "You're lucky you have shared this information with me, a cinnamon bro." Destroy that poster if you know it's good for you.
He eats it. So slowly. Bites, little bites. Yeah. I'm going to need some water.
I just ate a poster 20 minutes ago.
Oh my God.
Billy lifts up his pot to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Billy.
You drink it and it tastes like a poultice smells. It's like medicinal in its strength.
Oh my God. This is like virgin Jägermeister. I love this.
So it's Red Bull?
Yeah, so Billy pops up in the little face hole now and his pupils are just huge.
Oh God, dude.
Billy, you tell me you haven't been drinking this stuff.
Oh, I had half.
Billy, that's a big half.
I can see all the way to the forest. Tell me, Trev, what sort of things do you find across the roads?
What do you want to know
What
of
sort
tomorrow?
Of dangers have you encountered?
Yeah, Spout Lore 2d6 plus intelligence.
7.
Okay, so he looks at the poster again as Ving is finishing eating it very slowly.
Oh, I have a stack of these things.
I gotta eat all of them.
You can destroy posters in other ways, dude.
Name one, Doc.
No, he's right. This is the safest way to destroy a poster. Give me one of those. he starts challenging.
Cinnamon bros.
And then Tuck doesn't want to be left out, so he reaches in and grabs one too.
Yeah, here. And he hands a couple back to Billy. Give those to the other ones back there.
No problem.
We all have to eat them.
Feed them to the dogs.
Yeah, he just drops them behind him, and his eyes are just straight.
a little
A little
askew.
too askew. The East and West meet.
So what he knows is things are getting pretty rough out there. It's a shame, but from what I've heard, war is coming to the principalities.
What?
Yeah, things are getting pretty bad. I'm sure you know, like the weather's been all over the place. There's been strange occurrences kind of across the lands.
Whoa! No, we didn't. We
Wow.
don't know anything about that.
Even this storm, and he points up. This is, I mean, you know, it's the north, but this is unseasonable in terms of its power. And I've been hearing that there's been destruction in the smaller communities of the north. Storms sweeping through, great shadows in the skies. And whatever's been going on in the principalities, one of the princeps has taken this opportunity to make a move on a neighboring territory.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, so things are getting pretty dicey up here too. So the northern forces have really locked down on people. And, you know, a lot more checkpoints than usual. And and he shoves another poster in his mouth. I wouldn't be surprised if this was related to it in some way. Oh God, what stock is that?
They're laminated.
Oh, I can tell. It's not going down easy, bro.
We're gonna have terrible shits later.
We're not gonna have any shits later.
So, you know, it's a good thing you're in disguise, but, you know, I'd keep your head down.
Do you know anything? Why? Who's putting these posters?
No. I mean, nothing. Why is it unusual? Like, I assume you did something. You can tell me I'm not a cop.
Wait a second.
I'm not.
I'm gonna say I trust you, but I'm just gonna keep this one a little close to the chest for now, if you don't mind.
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
Let's say I need to work on myself a bit before I talk to you about this.
He nods sagely.
I wonder if there's also, because like they're gearing up for war in the principalities, like production of like military equipment in Old Sheer has like kicked up.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think so.
They're getting a lot of orders in.
Yeah, so maybe that's another thing Trevor says. He's like, yeah, I'm going to drop off a bunch of food in Old Sheer, but I'm picking up a shipment of weapons and armor, taking them back down south.
Really?
Yeah.
War is mechanizing again.
Yeah, I mean, that is the Old Sheer way. Whenever there's conflict, Sheer City is there to make a buck, you know?
So it's bloated in population right now, too. There's people coming in.
Yeah, a lot of
all over the
workers
place.
coming up, a lot of travel on the ice roads.
That's kind of good for us. Then they'll be less likely to find us if there's a ton of people going in and out.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Can I spell lore about something?
Yeah, everybody can.
So what is it plus?
Intelligence, you know
It's
that.
-1. I got a 7.
Okay. So what does Tuck ask?
Do you know of anyone, or have you, because you've been like on the road this whole time, right?
Yeah.
You ever seen any like huge birds that cause thunder, lightning, or whatever around?
I mean, do you mean Thunderbirds?
I do mean thunderbirds.
They are a thing that people know about existing, I think.
You know of Thunderbirds.
Yeah. Giant birds are hard to miss. But I saw, and he gets really conspiratorial. He hunches down. So one night, I was driving the ice road.
These things pretty much drive themselves, I'm guessing.
Oh, do they? And he crosses his arms in front of his chest, and the wheel starts to turn.
And then the
yeah?
whole 18-wheeler kind of structure of it starts listing to the side.
No, it's okay, everybody. Don't worry. These things drive themselves.
You keep taking your eyes off. You're crouching down, telling us a story, not watching.
That's a great point.
You seem to be doing a lot that I can't see. You're a great driver.
Thank you. And he puts his hand on the wheel and immediately rights the truck.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a long time, bro.
Oh, it's almost 4 months.
And that is after 3 months of having my license revoked. So I'm doing pretty good.
Are you an owner-operator?
Yeah, this is he slaps the side of his chair. This is my baby right here.
That's awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
man, I am 100% freelance, baby.
That's sick.
You know what that means? No taxes.
That's... What?
100% profit, baby.
That's not what that means, dude.
100% profit. Anyways, and he hunches down and gets really conspiratorial. One night, driving the ice roads, I was trekking halfway between the rosin yields and the white wastes. The clouds grew dark, or it was nighttime, so it was already dark, but I could tell the clouds were even darker than that. All of a sudden, as if from nowhere, lightning right above me.
Whoa.
A peal of thunder, and descending through the cloud cover, a massive bone white thunderbird.
Sick.
The biggest bird I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro. Thing had to be a really big bird. And just as I swear to God, just as I was looking at it, it looked at me and it winked, and then it went back up into the clouds and it was gone.
It sounds like Cloudpiercer. He loved to perform.
Yeah.
I was really slamming energy drinks at the time though, so that might have been an embellishment on my brain's part.
Did you notice any stones upon its brow?
Yeah, it was dark, so I couldn't see the color of his gem. All I saw was the reflections of the lightning.
This is a really intense story.
It was fucking badass.
And Tuck pops
Boner.
You hear it smack against the wall of
The whole truck tips a little bit.
but then like he kind of has been like opening the top of a bottle slowly, so music is slowly creeping in. And then when he says it was fucking badass, he opens it all the way and it goes, "Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire." Wah!
And he just starts slamming his head up and down. Hold on, fuckers.
Yeah, the shot shifts to outside as he shifts gears or whatever.
And when he shifts gears, it puts down different skis.
Oh, cool.
And that is how you pass the night on that first day. Is him telling you about war, telling you about the giant thunderbird he saw.
We tell him stories too.
Yeah, what do you got?
This one time, Tuck got beat up by a woman
Uh-huh.
in a cave.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, this lady beat him up, got him real good.
Yeah.
And then I think you got some good shots in there, pal.
What situation are you talking about?
Once I was a whale. He drank way too many.
Everybody's just slammed on these
Monsters.
energy drinks. Billy's now all pupil. His eyes are completely black.
He's not even like there.
Yeah.
Like mentally, he's like,
He's astrally projecting.
He's in like fairy realm.
He drank so many energy drinks he crossed over.
Yeah.
He's shadow dancing right
Yeah.
now. And Tuck tells him a story about the Battle of Aland Springs.
Cool.
Yeah, I tell him about that.
Cool.
But I don't say it's us. I say I heard about these three guys that did. I guess I'm trying to like expand. Ever since Pharaoh was like, people are telling the tales of you guys.
All excited.
I've been like kind of like putting it in there.
Classic bard.
Yeah. And then I get to the part and it's like, and then as they put the saffron rope around him, he burst into flame, and it turns out he was the demon of zealotry the whole time.
What the fuck?
I know, right? We couldn't believe it either. I mean, they couldn't believe it either. And Tuck's pupils are huge.
So you're telling me the fucking Torch Macaw was a demon of zealotry, and that's why he's been alive for so long?
It's why he was, and people kept telling stories about him. And I heard that he was responsible for the Winter War, kind of, or in it or something.
What? That doesn't really...
Shut the fuck up, dude, and just listen to what I'm saying. It's cool.
I'm saying the timeline doesn't really match up,
Then
though.
Tuck lifts a cap on another bottle, and he drowns out. He uses music to drown out
him questioning the timeline. I think, Paul, you haven't, or Ving hasn't rolled Discern Realities or Spout Lore. If you got the urge...
Yeah, I wanted to know about the army that his dad has been gathering. What have you heard of the building of the army?
Has Nathaniel been building an army
Yeah,
too?
he's getting garrisons and soldiers from all over the north. He's making
Is
like
he?
a disparate.
Where did this come from?
I don't know. I made a note.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll. I'm not 100% sure.
11.
Holy shit.
Maybe it's not a full army yet.
Yeah. No,
What?
he's like building his followers. He's gathering his followers.
Yeah, totally. So Yeah, I mean, like, as far as I know, I haven't seen much. I haven't dealt with rangers much. Most people don't. Those guys kind of stick to their forest, but I do know that a lot of trekkers. Look, okay, there have been a couple that have gone missing. I'm gonna be straight up with you.
Truckers have been going missing?
Yeah, like whole treks just whoop, gone. It's part of the reason the road's so dangerous these days.
Like they find their wreckage or gone without a trace.
They leave one stop and they never arrive at the next one.
Whoa.
And I don't know what's the deal there, but something's happening. There's something going on in the woods. I don't know. They're getting pissy.
So people who have to travel near the woods are going missing.
That seems to be the situation.
Huh. Well, I hope you stay safe.
Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
And then he pops a bottle, and it's "I Will Always Love You" by Dolly Parton.
How does that go?
And it was like one of the shitty takes of.
The I part goes on for way too long. But okay, so interesting and useful. So maybe he tells you like exactly where.
There's been a certain site where a bunch of them have been going missing. Ice trekkers have. The Union of Ice Trekkers has said they're no longer taking that route.
Oh, yeah, there's a route that's like closed.
Yeah.
Smart.
I like that.
And it is near a region of the forest that Ving is familiar with called...
Oh my God, my brain said Bone City.
Bone City it is.
I mean, it's like all dead trees and like former...
It's a burned out forest that the whole thing just looks like skeletons.
Oh.
I like it. Bone City.
It's actually called Bone City?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bone City is not the word that I know for it. I just know it as... No, I call it Bone City.
I'm the kind of guy that would love calling a thing Bone City.
Yeah, this is part of the forest. I call it Bone City because it looks like a bunch of bones. And yeah, they close that whole route down. Dunzo. Don't know why, but if I had to guess as an amateur author myself,
an Imagineer.
Maybe there's like something out there they're like looking for and they don't want people fucking around in there.
How far is Bone City from Old Sheer or from Sheer City?
From Sheer City, 3 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
2.5 days. No, 3. It depends on how many drinks I had. More drinks means faster because I get more reckless. And if I'm listening to Freebird, it's 2 days.
Because I'm free.
That's free falling.
Free
birding. Yeah, so that's pretty much, the situation that I know about that. Those guys scare me.
Do you know anybody who's gone missing personally?
Not personally, but like a friend of a friend's brother's friend did go missing.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty shit. But he was like a union guy, so his family got taken care of.
Oh, there's a union?
Yeah, truckers union.
Oh, cool.
Oh, good for you.
No, fuck them.
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, right, because he's freelance.
I'm freelance, baby. I'm not paying fucking dues.
So do you think the union dues are the taxes?
Yeah, man, they're not taking my taxes.
Okay, you don't know what taxes are then.
Nobody knows what taxes are, man. It's just a thing that the government like does to you, bro.
What government?
The truckers union. Are you not listening?
Okay. This guy is working. He's operating so illegally. He's not even aware. He's outside the line.
How criminal he is. I'm freelance, baby, all the way. The union, they kick me out and that's on them and they don't get my taxes anymore. I get my taxes and I pay them to the good old country of US and me.
Us and you?
No, me, just me.
Maybe he's also like the union can't tell me where to go, so he's going to be taking a delivery there.
Ooh, I'm going back through Bone City because they can't stop me.
Because he can make mega bucks doing it.
Yeah, take a short contract, jam through Bone City.
And then you could take like 6 months off, be with your lady.
Oh, that's the dream, bro.
Yeah.
Really work things out.
Really work things out.
Or break up with her finally.
Well, we'll see. Depends on how much I get through these tapes.
Does your lady have like a sister or something?
I don't know, man. I literally don't know. It's never come up once.
You need to ask more questions, my man.
Yeah, you probably do. That's what tape 3's about. Asking more questions. And I'd say like on the morning of that second day, is everybody just kind of chilling in the cab or do you go in the back or what?
Billy's in the back with Maggie and Perel. Now that he's like back to normal, he's telling them like, I need to stay away from those pops. That was something else. I went very far away.
What? Yeah, you definitely shouldn't have those drinks anymore, Billy. I'm going to keep an eye on you. And you guys are hanging out with Trev, or are you in the back?
We go to the back.
Okay,
Also,
perfect.
Ving is crashing hard.
Okay, great.
From all those drinks, so.
Tuck is trying to stay awake, though,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
because he doesn't want to dream.
Right, yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
makes sense. So Tuck's a little off right now.
Yeah, just in general.
Uh-huh. Because on the morning of the second day, I think, well, Tuck, you would notice because you're trying to stay awake.
Mhm.
You feel the truck start to rumble as it slows down.
Oh.
And
He climbs out the back and around to like look at what's going on.
you get out of the truck.
No, just
No.
like I don't get out.
Uh-huh.
I hang out the back.
Yeah, you hang out the back and you immediately see a group of people in those cop uniforms.
Okay.
And
Officers?
I duck back in.
Oh, no.
give me a defy danger dexterity.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I wish there was a peephole.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I got 2 1s and my dex is
Oh, no.
0. So
Okay.
2.
So,
Can I do anything about it?
I mean,
You can maybe do something about what happens next. Open the thing. There they are.
yeah, you hear Trev like leaning out his window talking to one of these guards.
Did they see him?
They saw Tuck for sure.
Yeah, these 2 snake eyes mean their snake eyes saw these snake eyes.
So you hear, I mean, I thought maybe this would be a tense little subterfuge thing,
Sorry.
but this is perfect.
it's
You
great.
do hear them go, "Hey!" And then a couple, like 3 guards start running over to you.
I would like to create a convincing illusion. I have 2 fairy childs left. I create a convincing illusion that the back of this is empty.
Fully empty?
Not fully empty, but like just the dogs.
Just the
Did you make
dogs.
like a bag of beans that looks like a man? So that they'll be
Absolutely.
like, oh, it was that bag of beans that looks like Tuck.
That's a great idea, Ving.
That bag of beans ducked out of there and shut the door quick.
Oh, these beans are flopping around all over the place in the back of my lorry.
Get in tight, everyone.
Okay.
Make us look like a big old bag of beans.
Everybody lies down on Tuck, and then he hugs all of them.
Uh-huh. And the guards come around and they like skid to a halt and look in the back, and they look very confused and they go, I could have sworn there was a person back here, but he looked at me. Yeah, dude, that's a bag of beans. And Trevor comes around the other side and he says, yeah, so like I was telling you, guys, I'm just going up to Shear City Holland. And he comes around and sees the back, a big bag of beans and other things. So I guess that's it. Oh yeah, I get. All right, fine. And they go back around to the front of the truck to continue their conversation about getting through.
They ask him for his union card.
Oh, they ask him for his union card.
No.
I don't have one because the union is a bunch of jackbooted thugs that are trying to take my taxes away from me to pay for their duties. It's not happening. And it's about 20 minutes of him ranting about the union. And then he comes around back and looks very confusedly at the bag of beans and then closes the back of his truck. And all the dogs get out because the wind's died down, and he hooks the dogs up. And then the truck jolts forward as it starts to move.
Oh, fuck. Good move, Billy.
Thanks. Maybe don't fucking hang your head out in the back again.
Language.
Sorry.
Billy,
Holy
Jesus.
mackerel.
Sorry.
We're all a little scared right now, but can we all just please stop fucking yelling? I have such a headache.
Sorry, Ving.
We gotta stop
sorry.
drinking these energy drinks, guys. It's tearing us apart. We
need water.
We should have brought more water.
Yeah,
with
we're
us.
all so cranky.
Yeah, we gotta stop drinking these energy drinks.
This is the last one. This is the last one, I swear to God.
Can we go up to the front?
Tuck can't because he'd have to cram himself
Right.
through without being spotted.
Uh-huh.
But Trevor's like, yo, man, that was, what the fuck? Where'd that big bag of beans come from?
Yeah, I wonder where.
Now you can tell me I'm a cinnamon bro.
Right, Cinnamon Bro, you're
Cinnamon
right.
Bros.
You got our back. I got some moves. You know, I can do some things like if I'm really scared, I can like hide, or I can make light sometimes if it's dark. I make a little like Wicker the Wisp.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Fucking word. So you're like a little arcanic. You're like a little arcanic guy. You got little gadgets and gizmos on you?
No, more like a fairy.
Screech. He just goes, tight. And he looks forward.
What's going on with you? Your demeanor has changed. Trevor.
Trevor.
I'm afraid.
Why are you afraid? We're cinnamon bros.
I know, but I'm afraid of fairies.
Why are you afraid of us?
All the stories I've heard as a little boy.
Oh my God, fairies do that on purpose to make people afraid. We don't actually.
You have to convince me somehow.
Okay, so
I'm too afraid now.
I'm gonna roll 2d6 plus charisma to convince.
All of my tapes have taught me to express my emotions, so I'm feeling fear right now. I'm feeling in danger, and I'm feeling like I'm about to pee my little pants.
A 10.
Oh, okay.
I just do nice stuff, and I'm like making like little will o' the wisps, and I turned some of like the chip bag into like a
bigger chip bag.
And I picked up a handful of dust and crumbs. And I made them into like one big chip. Just normal nice stuff.
Just normal stuff.
Delicious chip-based magic.
So this is like half an hour of you doing like little tricks and stuff for Trev?
I'm pretty harmless. Maybe once long ago I was a bit scarier, but now I'm pretty nice. And I'm really only scary if you hurt me, because we're cinnamon bros. I know you won't.
I would never hurt a cinnamon bro. It is against the sworn vow that I've taken.
Absolutely it is.
Well, for a non-union guy, he's really into this guild of cinnamon bros.
Oleg told me not to swear a vow, but I swore it anyways, and now I'm a cinnamon bro for life.
It's really good though, Trevor, to know what your emotions are and to like say them.
My emotions are that I am fearful, but I am hopeful, and that I am choosing to trust my cinnamon bro for now, despite the fact that he says he is a fairy, which is confusing to me because it does not align with what I understand about fairies, because he looks like a little guy.
But isn't all the work you've been doing and trying to change your understanding of what you believed before? Like, this is what you've been doing, right? It's changing your understandings of things, and this is moving towards making you a bigger, better person.
Son of a bitch, Fing, you're absolutely right. I am trying to change who I am about myself. Understand.
Hands him another can.
Thank you so much. I'm starting to flag. And he reaches over while not taking his eyes off the road and puts a hand on Billy's shoulder. Goes, thank you for helping me overcome temporarily my prejudices against the fairies and my fear of them. I feel like I've made a real bro today in addition to a cinnamon bro.
Oh yeah, man. We're bros for life.
Bros for life.
I'll prove to you. You got nothing to fear, Trev. Fist bump.
Pap. And you continue on down the ice road. Ving, you're sitting in the cab looking out the window as you pass a copse of trees. You're outside the Great Forest now, but there's still tree cover here and there. And as the sun glitters off the snow and ice hanging from the branches, your reflexes for just a moment catch movement in the air. And then just below the window, slamming into the wood, an arrow.
Whoa.
And that's where we're going to end it this week.
Fuck.
Whoa.
I'm your game master, Shawn O'Hara. Joining me as always, playing Tacoma Dome, the barbarian, Abdul Aziz.
So long.
Playing Ving, the half-elf druid, Paul Oppers.
Take care.
Playing Fat Billy, the halfling thief, Jessica Tai.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you to Aaron Reed of Vancouver Sunday Service for our intro and outro music. You can find all the music performed on the show at SoundCloud, and you can find Aaron's album at aaronreed.bandcamp.com. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters around the world for supporting the show. If you want to support the show and get access to bonus audio content, outtakes, art, and a whole bunch more, you can find us at patreon.com/Spout Lore or spoutlore.com/moneyplease. We'll see you next time.
And so ends the tale of adventures three who tried the best they can. Though dumb and scared and lost they be, fun times abreast in revelry. And though our journey may be like a conclusion, we will not leave you without a resolution. Return hear some more whilst you commute or do your chores. And for you, I'd gladly spout lore.
The Fable and Folly Network, where fiction producers flourish.
Forgive me, Father.
For I've sinned.
It's been 6 months.
Since my last confession.
What would you like to confess today?
I have decades of failings I could recap here.
Today, I want to confess the worst thing I've ever done.
Okay. Lots to unpack here.
I can be kind of a crap husband.
I took 8 years of my life and lit it on fire in a matter of 5 hours.
So I did what any self-respecting father would do.
I, lightly dosed his Gatorade with a powerful laxative.
And I guess sorry for making out in the confessional?
Since confession is about talking to God, I felt he had a right to know what you've done.
What I've done? What did I do?
Are you kidding?
Do you love Emily?
What the hell kind of question is that?
Well, you're not going to absolve me? That's the whole point.
Please leave the sacrament to the professionals.
Where do you get off talking to me like this?
Excuse me?
What the who is there?
Forgive Me, a comedy podcast from Rogue Dialogue.
Spout Lore is proudly a Spout Lore Studios production.
A podcast for best friends by best friends.